Hi folks, John on the Wingman 115 channel. Thanks for checking in. Today we're going to be showcasing a knife from a young man that I featured on the channel earlier this year, and his name is Jep. He runs a YouTube channel called Jep Outdoors, and he is quickly making a name for himself in the knife designing community. So today we're going to be showcasing the Snake River Skinner. So what we're going to do is cut away. I'll do a quick specs rundown, and then I'll get to work on a tri-stick for this. And you're asking yourself, a tri-stick, why would you do that with a Skinner? Well, obviously, I can't get out to the woods. I don't have any animals or fish to harvest. So we'll do a tri-stick, and that'll give me a pretty good indication of the fit and the feel of this blade. And then we'll bring it on back 360 for some final thoughts. Stick around, folks. Now for some thoughts on the Snake River Skinner from JEP Outdoors. First off, this is a sweet little blade. What I like about this blade, first off, is the handle. Now, anyone will tell you, you know, a knife can look outstanding, but if the handle isn't just right and doesn't feel good ergonomically, then you're not going to use that blade. And for the size of this knife, the handle is perfect for my medium-sized hands. Now, there's just enough palm swell, so I didn't feel any slip. And then you have those scallops in there, so if you're holding it in a bunch of different configurations, whether you're skinning, whether you're doing light carving like I did, food prep, it just feels really good. And the scales felt really good too, and they're made out of micarta, and you can get them in green or black. So let's look at my notes here and we'll run down some of the talking points. Overall, it is 7¼ inches long, and the handle is 4 inches long. It's made out of O1 tool steel that is 1/8 of an inch thick. I think that is a great steel and a great combo of thickness to the size of the knife. And a lot of people get hung up on the thickness of a blade. And a lot of the people on the frontier back in the day didn't run a blade that was more than 1/8 of an inch long. One, steel was a hot commodity out on the frontier back in the day, even in colonial days. And a lot of those blades were not more than 1/8 inch thick. How they made up for them, they made them wider, but for the most part, they weren't more than 1/8. And I think the way that JEP designed this, it works out really well with this design. Now, you can get this knife in either a scanny or a full flat grind, and it comes with an awesome leather sheath and fits in there really nice. And another talking point that I really like is that the lanyard hole is big enough to actually put paracord through. A lot of knives, especially on smaller knives, they make real tiny lanyard holes, and you just can't get any cordage or leather lace. I like to use old leather bootlaces to run through there, just to give it that sort of nostalgic old school feel. And a lot of times just the lanyard holes are too small. So I think JEP got it right with this whole system. The knife fits deep enough down into the sheath where it's really secure. If you have it on a belt, if you have it as a dangler, I don't think that it's going to come off. And if that's an issue, you could always put a piece of bungee cord in there and wrap it around and lock it in. And that way, if you're going through the woods, especially if you're fishing, he lives up in Idaho, so if you're fishing, you're hunting up there, and you have a lanyard and it gets hooked on a branch, just there's a million different ways to lose stuff. It's just a way to secure it. So just awesome little system. I thought I would share it with you. This is a young man that has some great ideas. And you got to remember, this guy is like 15 or 16 years old, and he already has 2 knife designs that are out there. I can only imagine what else is going to be coming from JEP in the future as he gains more life experiences. If you want to learn more about this knife, I will leave links in the video description below. Folks, I thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.